Right, hello and welcome to the Captain of Industry Dev stream. As every Saturday, I'm Captain Marek, and today we'll be building some Tomb of Captains. That's my plan for today, just in case you're wondering. Welcome everyone. I can see some familiar names in the chat. Both YouTube and Twitch is live, hopefully. In case something is wrong with one of them, let me know. I can see people responding in both chats. That's awesome. Hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. So, yeah, since end of the last stream, I let the game play a little bit, and as you can imagine, not even imagine, as you can see, there used to be a big hill here, and now it's gone. And there used to be a big hole here, and now it's slowly being gone, and that's because I just let our trucks and excavators go crazy and mine miles of materials. Basically, I need to fill up, this hole. You can remember, hopefully remember last time there was a big hole here, and that's pretty much all gone. And that's because there used to be a mountain here, and it's also gone. So, mountain goes in the hole. Nice, fills it up very nicely. I've also started putting some dirt on the surface here. Basically to clean up our island, to remove our mines, reclaim our mines, right? To make it nice. Getting ready for the finale. There used to be a coal mine. I decided I want the space instead. There's be some coal left. I'm not interested in that anymore. We are making coal out of wood at this point. Pretty cool. Iron ore, it's kind of tempting to mine it out to make this all flat. So I might be mining iron ore for now. We'll see. If because there's a lot of iron ore, I might not have enough time to process it even. But in the worst case, we have iron ore contract anyway. So that. So for today, as I mentioned, I would like to build the Captain's Tomb of Captains on this mountain. And since last time, there has been some plans to level it up, make a little access road. And these 3 excavators, looks like 2, but it's 3, are slowly working on getting up there. So hopefully we can get that brigade leveled today. Maybe I can run 3x speed. Let's try that. I'll run 3x speed and see if he can survive. In the meantime, while these guys are digging and leveling up, I'll be doing some, scaling up, some necessary changes. Last time at the very end, was it one before even? I'm missing. Remind me. We some time ago we switched the quartz contract from coal to quartz. From coal to solar cells, because we used to be trading coal for quartz, so that was kind of expensive. Perhaps too expensive, so we switched up to solar cells, and now we have issue that solar cells are not keeping up. And I need more silicon, because silicon is not keeping up. So that's what you see here. I have basically copy-pasted this layout and flipped it. That's all there is to it. So it's very simple operation, and I'll just can I just Unity build everything? Let me see if I have enough Unity stored up. Yeah, that's okay, 100 Unity. But I've also done since last time, I've been talking about it, doing off-stream conveyor belts. So you can see now everything is being conveyed into those storages. So the iron ore, copper ore, and all that requires it for contracts is now being conveyed, so no more logistics hauling everything around. I've also added one more dock, because I think we will need one more resource that I forget about. So last time, recall that this was our list, and I've added number 9, which was not there before, and that is rock. I have kind of forgotten that we might need a rock. So that's now on the list. And in order to get rock, I need to get it from the world map, and I believe there's a rock mine. Where would that be? Oops. Where is a rock mine? Looks like a rock right here. A rock mine. Right, it's actually infinite. And the reason I need rock is, well, mostly for concrete. Concrete needs rock. As you can see, it takes, you manufacture sand, which is basically rock, and slag, which I can get. I could use sand, but sand is quite expensive because we need to use solar cells to buy quartz, crush it to sand, and then use sand. So I would rather not. I'd rather just import rock. So I'll do that, and I'll just to build this real quick. I've also made a long conveyor belt, which I can build now. Let's follow it and see. Oh, I already built it here. It goes all the way here, and then here, and then here. It's a little hard to see, but yeah, it connects to the storage. So basically, that's gonna be our rock storage whenever we are kind of tired of using rock for our mountains, or whenever actually we stop mining completely. So there's no rush for this. I might just do it and then pause it. So here I'm gonna import rock in all of these. And I need a ship. We will trade for ship. Just like that. Ship is coming. Change it to hydrogen. Reduce fuel, and once it comes with a new engine, I will simply pause it for now. Yeah, we're playing on 3x speed, so everything is going quite quick, so need to be a little careful. I think sand is potentially... let's see if we have enough sand to saturate all this. Governor saying whether I knew that one single microchip costs around 0.6 megawatts of electricity to produce using the most energy efficient ways. I did not know that. I haven't done the math to kind of compute it all around, but makes sense. It takes a lot of computing, a lot of processing. Fortunately, we have FBRs, right? FBRs are our friends. In fact, I might need to build the last one. I have, penciled in 4 when we were... Initially, we were planning on 2. Then I've added 3rd one, and then, symmetrically, 4th one. So that's something we could do quite easily. All right, our ship, I guess, went for the rock. So we'll wait until it's back. In fact, talking about microchips, I was looking at my household consumer electronics, and our appliances are doing fine, but electronics not so much. And I believe it's because we are not enough electronics 3. I'm keeping the storage full and taking only the overflow to go to the household electronics, consumer electronics. Which means I think I need more microchips. This is not gonna be ever improved. In fact, it might get even worse since we, more people and things like that, which we even might need more people. Looking at people just reminded me, I think I would like to, what's my Unity? Unity is okay. You need to build these 3 or 4 even. Yeah, we might need to dump more material to get more people. I wonder whether I should mine more towards Would this fit? This doesn't fit, huh? That's not good. You know, mine more to get more space. Or maybe we can mine kind of inland a little bit. We could do that. So far it's okay. Once... I'm not sure if I should keep dumping to the left. It seems like having a noodle settlement is not the ideal shape. We'll see. For now, it should be fine. Yeah, so microchips, again, I've penciled in, I copy-pasted this whole layout for one more time. And since we are rich and we are waiting for the excavators to mine, I think we can just do it and see what breaks. I think computing will probably break very quickly, so I might even need to do something like this, and that would require more water, more cooling. That would require 2 of these. Just need to make sure I don't go over the pipe limit. So this is 24 times 8. 24 times 8. Not divided, times 8. 192. Just barely, alright. So whenever we add one more row of data centers, we need thicker pipes. For now, this should be fine. Now I will fill up one of them. And I'll pause the other one just to make sure I know it's not being used. Alright, was this connected properly? We also not enough, yeah, not enough silicone, I think. Is it true? No, we have enough silicone here. Should be enough silicone. I just want to see whether the... Yeah, it's going to take a little bit to kind of saturate. It should saturate just fine. Yeah, it looks fine. All right, we'll see. And I believe after that is done, we need these guys as well to make the electronics from the microchips anyway. Hello everyone, people joining in. Mark saying you forgot it's Saturday. You know, it's. I hope everybody had a great, holidays, great Christmas or whatever you're celebrating. You know, it's time of the year to kind of rest up. We've been resting up a little bit. I've been resting up a little bit, but also working a little bit. So I think it's been good. Hopefully, people been getting some presents and stuff. At some point we are hoping to add some kind of Christmas stuff to the game, but currently we are prioritizing the core features like a train and stuff. So sorry, no Christmas trees and no presents, no fireworks. For now, I think it would be neat to add certain things, but we need to be a little more relaxed, a little more covered by the core features, and then we can add a little bit more of a fun stuff. And unfortunately, our team is too small to add fun stuff at this point. So hang out there with us for the core features, and then we can add some fun features. Maybe next Christmas we can add some, things you can. Maybe you can make some kind of presents or something and deliver to settlement only in December to get extra unity in December. I think that'd be kind of fun. Yep, I think this is all working just fine. And computing. It's not doing... Something is not right here. Oh. Is it water? Oh yes. I believe we need thicker pipe. Maybe even here. Yes. Just to make sure there's enough water. I can use the upgrade tool. Sometimes forgetting there is upgrade tool. The shortcut is I for upgrade tool. Which should hopefully match green and blue lines together. All right, what else is problematic here? We have not enough sand, yes. And that is because we have not enough solar cells. We have not enough solar cells because we don't have sand. That's a little concerning. Concerns me a little bit. I wonder. Maybe I should trade. I should have both contracts, both for coal. Let me open the contracts for now. So we are now trading solar cells to quartz. Maybe we should be trading also coal to quartz. It's like a backup. It's like if there's not enough quartz, I think that would be interesting. Maybe we can repurpose this uranium ship for now. Even though once we need uranium, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Because there's not enough space for... Yeah, let me actually pause this thing. Yeah, we don't need any of that at this point. Oh, I didn't change the fuel. It was a mistake. Not sure why it was not changed. Yeah, so snowman building. Yeah, snow is tough. We would love to have snow, but you know, having everything being covered, all the models and stuff, that's tough. From graphic point of view. Well, these guys are struggling to find designations. Yeah, I think you're fine. Maybe you can mine this one. Oh yeah, they totally blocked themselves. Oh dear. Can you try this one? No? Yes. Alright. This is what I was worried about, because they're gonna... Sometimes the designations are not wide enough because it's hard to judge from this visualization whether it's wide enough or not. The reason I'm worried about sand is that if I don't have enough sand, I'm not gonna make enough solar cells to get the sand. It's kind of like a loop, right? I can kind of run out of sand and then be forever stuck without sand. So having like coal, which will always be able to deliver sand regardless of the situation, might be a smart idea. However, it would be also smart to have the sand delivered to a similar spot. Similar spot compared to the other quartz. Well, a little short on coast. I wish I had a little more coast space around here. Even small. Yeah, I can't even fit small one here if I wanted to. What I'm gonna do here also, I think one more of these would be warranted. Even though it's not used, but eventually we might need it. Yep, so I'll actually pause. We need sand desperately. We need sand. Let me think where to get sand. I think I had to repurpose the uranium because there's no other easy way to get sand at this point. All right. Let me do that. We will not need uranium for now. And eventually we will just do something else for it. All right, here. Signs. All right, I'll establish a contract for coal for quartz. And this is going to be I need to get rid of the uranium ore, I think. All right. Let's empty that first. These are stone ship transferred to hydrogen, not yet. Actually, I do not want the ship to go again. I think the storage is not going to be big enough even. Might need a bigger storage. A lot of Unity, lots of construction materials, not a big deal. More people joining in. Hello, hello. I've actually messed up on YouTube. There was, on YouTube you have to schedule the stream manually, and I messed up AM and PM. So initially I put the stream on 10:30 PM today. So if anyone on YouTube missed the stream because they thought it's going to be in 12 hours, I'm sorry. You will find the recording in 12 hours. So that's not the worst thing to happen. But I fixed it like 2 hours ago, but I understand it might be too late for someone, so sorry for the confusion. Hopefully everybody will find their entertainment in time. All right, I need this to be emptied. Let's help it with tier 2 belt. All right, this is this hydrogen ship now. Oops. Did not work. Yes. This one doesn't want to get switched for some reason. I think you might need to add similar to storages to do the Unity action to empty this using Unity, right? That would be probably easier. But I think it's currently not available. That's why I had to manually empty it here. I can put in my notes to add this Unity empty action on these modules. It'll be easier. All right. Still uranium ore somewhere? Oh, now I can do it. Right. Oh, I can remove the product. Sign a contract, coal to quartz. And it's gonna be, I think, 2 for coal, because 1 to 1, right? So that's very, very easy, simple ratio. All right. We remove this very quickly. I think if I wanted to make a bigger port here, I might not be able to, I'm not sure yet. If we need a bigger port, hopefully this is just a supplementary contract. It's not going to be too necessary. We'll see. I can build some kind of coal storage somewhere here. I think just big storage here I think would be okay. Or maybe here. Yeah, just here. For now, trucks will keep it full. No time to do it with conveyor belts. And then quartz. Actually, let me do it nicer way. I think here's great. And hopefully, I think we are completely, we completely stuck on sand. We no longer make any solar cells and we no longer get any sand. We're gonna cause trouble soon because of maintenance and things. So I think this is actually now very important and I do not want to reduce speed. And I need hydrogen as well. All right, where to get hydrogen? Right here. All right, trucks, please deliver some coal. I will just reconcrete this part. Oop, not the road though. Anyone bringing coal? All right, what else is wrong? Yeah, full of gold. Oop, we need to dump some dirt, and I believe I have a special mining tower right here that is specifically for dirt dumping. Basically the second layer on top of this. Oop. Why is it trying to make a ramp? Let's make it flat. Just like that. I just wanted to make it nice and green. There's no real reason for it. In fact, if I ever build something on it, I'll probably build concrete, right? So the grass is kind of, I don't know, just looks nice. Maybe we can put some farms here if you want to make some ethanol or some other products. But this is mostly for fun at this point. All right, where is our coal? Logistics is busy. We have plenty of coal, actually. Is this our coal? All right. These guys have nothing to do. Okay. In fact, I think this part would be great to level. Yep, just like that. There's some iron ore there which might slow it down. I will leave that. Actually, let's level the whole thing. Why not? And the iron ore guys right here will take this iron ore piece. This is one guy just mining iron ore. Yep. Alright, do we have coal? Yes, we are now loading coal into a ship. Each truck is roughly 1 cargo hold, a little bit less. Yeah, we are now getting some coal here. And I actually might need to make sure that all quartz goes into solar cells first. Which, oh, maybe I can just do this upgraded conveyor belt. Because now it was only tier 1, so now tier 2 will help saturate this faster, hopefully. Do a few upgrades here. I'm a little worried because we might have 0 silicon, and that's a problem. That's a problem. Oh, these guys are again stuck, which is not great. It's not ideal, to be honest. I can do a little trick here. You can empty the trucks using Unity and let the excavators mine a little more. I manage to click on the truck, which will maybe unstuck us. Sometimes it just takes a few more trucks to get unstuck. It's a little power mining feature for you when trucks are stuck. Sometimes it's the right way would be to recover them and go from the other one, but they're so far from the garage. I'd rather do a little bit of a Is this now all good? I think so. Yep, I think it's now should be all good. Oh, now it's not. Oh dear. Oh dear. Now we have to babysit them. The fortunate thing was that they got stuck with the truck. Sometimes when they got stuck without trucks, like last time, this trick doesn't work. You have to have excavators and trucks stuck together. Don't watch. Close your eyes. This is oh, what's going on? Oh, more trucks wanted to come, but they immediately got rejected. And yes, when you run out of fuel, that's the game over, which might happen now. Are we? Oh yeah, we are out of fuel. All right, that's game over. I was trying to save these guys, but unfortunately, let's recover them. Go from the other side. All right. Right. I see some question about trains. Yes, trains coming still. I would say March, likely March next year. I posted on Discord. Not sure if you guys follow us on Discord. I didn't ping everyone, but I just posted an announcement saying that we were hoping to show you something about trains on the blog. I told you last time that there's a 50% chance of live stream about trains, so that 50% chance end up being, not happening. So that didn't work out. We are still needing basically some fixes and some graphics needs to be improved. Oh yeah, we are having now some quartz here. So yeah, January I think is the next time. Maybe it'll take us maybe 2 more weeks in January, maybe mid-January or January. Definitely one update about trains, about stations, loading, unloading, how it's going to work. We have some new features, new mechanics ready, which will hopefully complement the rest of the game nicely. So we are focusing on that. Yeah, we are end of this. We have, our logistics is for some reason. We should definitely supply our settlement with conveyor belts, right? I think our logistics is basically, yeah. Not keeping up with the, settlement. But yeah, Trains are coming. Any other questions? Where in the research tree will trains be? Hopefully as early as possible, honestly. We don't need you to unlock a nuclear power plant to have trains, right? So we are thinking basically around steel. So if I look at the research tree here, so this first part before construction 2 is kind of like the very early game kind of tutorial area. After construction 2, the game opens up quite a bit, and steel is right after research 2. So once you open research 2, which by the way opens up right after construction 2, so you can research construction, you can research the research lab 2, you should be already be able to make lab equipment, and right after that you can research steel, and after that would be probably trains. It might be after construction parts 3 as well, so you might need new construction parts. Basically you might need to use the steel in construction parts, but only for something. For example, for maybe for the stations or for the trains themselves. Yeah, similar to large vehicles, maybe early, we are not sure yet, somewhere here around steel. For sure, I think requiring steel for trains is fair play. Train tracks need steel, and trains I think as well. So that would be somewhere here. That's fairly early, I think. I think you should be able to get to trains, in a couple hours of playing. Especially when you're rushing them, it should be fairly quick. So hopefully that would be good. All right. Any other questions? Are we planning to add electrified rail? Not in the first release, not in in the first version, not in update 3, and that's because mostly it complicates everything with the overhead wires and the graphics, and everything is way more complicated when you have to care about the wires and how they connect. You have to have some kind of pillars next to the railway to hold the wires, and we are simulating everything quite precisely in the game, collisions and everything. So having extra stuff around the track just makes everything harder. So I would say in the future it's obviously a great choice for trucks to use electricity instead of diesel or instead of steam or something. But at this point, we'll probably, just for the complexity's sake, we'll be doing simpler things which would not require electricity, hopefully. Just to simplify things a bit. So that's the reason. All right, so here, what I'm gonna do here, I forgot that my coal should be kind of backup source. So if there is non-coal available, I want to use that. Only if that's not available, then use, so quartz only. The coal guys will be only as a backup. Yeah, and I'm upgrading these to have a fast loading, unloading, and also bigger kind of a storage. Are we getting maintenance issues? I think so. I think maintenance 3. Oh, that's coming down fast. Oh my god. We having a big maintenance 3 issues. I think I'm gonna pause lots of things now. I'll pause all of these and maybe these. Oh, these. Something that eats maintenance 3. That's scary. Oh, maybe. Oh, not yet. Okay, so I was a little premature alert there. But still, we have this whole storage to go through, so we are 1/4 of our storage before we can resume. I'll still keep this paused because microchips are not the most important thing. We need sand for other things at this point. Okay, this just needs 48 sand. 48 times, is it 5 at this point? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 48. Oh? 48 times 7. Oh man. That's a lot. It's definitely tier 2 belt is not enough. Definitely not. Okay, interestingly enough, the reason why we need so much sand is because that's not recycled, right? Everything else, metals are recycled. And we have a big recycling center running. But sand is not. I'm thinking we might need more crushers here as well. Do we nuke this whole uranium processing? This needs to be redone anyways because... yeah, this is pre-FBR era. So we might need to do it again. Or not. And the reason I'm saying or not is because we have so much depleted uranium. This is good for like a couple thousand years probably. So I believe sand is now a bigger problem, basically. I'll just remove it for now. We will... I will rebuild it in the future to make it, you know, FBR compliant. Even though it was a quite nice area here. All right, more concrete. I'm more worried about sand than FBR currently. Yeah, these guys, it's all right. These are using 144 quartz. I think I need 31, but then I need more. More conveyor belts, right? There will be not enough conveyor belts to supply. 144 times 2 is 288. It's probably okay. 144 times 3, 430. This is 450. Okay, so that's enough then. Oh, that's great. Let's do it that way. Oh, also there's a Captain Boba going up. Let me turn on the camera. Has been there on the show for a while. Let's see. Little black ball. It's kind of hard to expose the black cat properly. Sorry, it's looks like a black hole. That's what it is. Hello, Boba. Talking about electricity and its representation game, you know, we were kind of hoping to actually potentially make some electricity, you know, kind of like a distribution network, to put it that way, in a you know, more realistic way. The thing is, it's we have other features to work on, more important features, but eventually, I think we would like. Might be even optional, right? So this, as it now, like a global electricity would be the easy option, and then if you choose, you can choose to do, and maybe have some kind of a, you know, transformers and some kind of a substations to distribute the electricity to make the game a little more interesting, because now you can just build a machine anywhere on the island and it just works magically. But having some distribution electricity would be next level, right? So it is definitely an option. So, and that, you know, electric trains at that point would make more sense, right? Because now kind of electric trains with magic electricity everywhere would be kind of perhaps too simple even. So that's definitely an option, and that's also why electric trains now are not as important for us, because they would be, electricity simulation is not completely fleshed out yet. Right, so what's going on with silicon here? I think there's not enough sand. It's still an issue here. I just wanted to see those input belts of quartz completely saturated, if possible. Yeah, I think they are actually, yeah. So this kind of shows that there is enough throughput on the belt to saturate all 3 crushers, which is nice. Is it though? Did I did some math wrong? 144 times 3 should be 432. Right, so it should definitely... Oh, I see. There's not enough. So, okay, so this belt needs to be tier 3 as well. Yeah, this is our backup call is definitely running now. Yeah, little issues here, but hopefully... The only thing I do not want to see is us running out of this storage. We don't even have alert here. Notify if less than 50%, because when this is less than 50%, or maybe 25% would be okay still. Well, first of all, we are not producing any household consumer electronics when this is not full. And second of all, maintenance, right? Well, get starved, which is the worst, because maintenance gets starved, our fast breeder reactor can get broken down, and that's tough. Ooh. Yeah, so definitely, maybe I should build, well, I should build more of these, but as you can see, I was not very much ready for, not too much planning. One thing you can also do, it's a little trick, to get more capacity, you can build these, which are not necessarily connected to inputs, but they will act as a capacity, right? And I believe if you pause them, it also does not affect the capacity. Is that true? I think so. Right, the capacity doesn't change. So in fact, what I could do, I could build a bunch of these paused. As a, you know, you can build like 50 of them. It's a little bit of a, you know, interesting choice of mechanics. Maybe when the depot is paused, it should not add to the capacity, but you know, it is what it is. People asking about trains. You guys really want to see the trains, right? I know. Us too. I'm looking for, even in fact, I'm looking forward connecting trains in this factory. I would love to. I'm kind of holding back on the conveying stuff to the settlement, even though it's costing our island lots of issues by just trucking everything here. I wish I could make a train here, a big train, and deliver everything from our big food thing. Yeah, maybe in the future. Oh, talking about big food, actually, I've done a few tricks, or not tricks, a few interesting setups that I would like to get built that I was waiting on for you guys. One thing I was not waiting on, there was canola overflow disposal. So turns out that we do not have canola disposal recipe in the game yet. I think update 3 we can add it. However, if we already had issues that when there's too much canola, it can block the input belts for food and basically, you know, break the factory at some point. So there must be a way how to get rid of it. But the only way how to get rid of extra canola is to press it into oil, then get rid of the extra oil. And the easiest way is again to make maybe diesel. That's what I do, and just make extra electricity from the diesel and use that. I can do that. So that's what I did. So I have a little setup here that any extra canola here, so the priority goes in a factory, and then overflow goes in our biodiesel setup. And if even biodiesel is too full, there is an extra overflow into this storage. And this storage is trying to feed back to the main storage. But if it's too full, so there's a third overflow which goes into this disposal mechanism. So there's like a triple overflow mechanism, which I just kind of made. Because basically it's 3 priorities. First priority, use it in the factory. Second priority, use it in biodiesel. Third priority, dispose it. That's kind of how the setup works. So that's what I've done. I have 2 storages extra. So when those 2 are full, which means we have plenty of canola and everything else could be disposed. I already seen this running, so it's working well. And we have to make the same thing for sugar, by the way, because when sugarcane is full, it might block the lines, and there is no way to dispose it directly at this point. So what I've done here, again, to get rid of sugarcane, you have to process it. If I click on if you right click on the recipe, you can see the recipes, and the only way sugar can be processed is to make sugar. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making sugar, and then I'm making sugar into ethanol. And I am burning the ethanol in the flare directly, which I can even show right here. Right, it's going to be the flare. I can do the same thing here, just for... I'm burning ethanol and I'm using oxygen back in the factory. The oxygen should be fine. Oxygen should be always used anyway. So I'll actually build this, because this is very important to how it work. If we ever hoping to make a self-sustaining factory, we need to be able to deal with excess canola and excess sugarcane. And at this point in update 2, this is the way I think what you have to do. In update 3, hopefully we can just make canola and sugarcane to be maybe in digester, right? Just digest it into compost as everything else. So that's a little thing there. Not enough computing. It's all right. We need to save on maintenance, save on... All right, actually we have probably saturated with sand. Just want to make sure... Oh, I see. We need more. All right, we need to upgrade all this, I think. So the easiest way would be to just upgrade everything, I think. Not that one though. If you do the upgrade tool and if you do all this, yep, upgrade everything, and then Unity, build everything. And that should hopefully saturate everything with silicone. All right. Well, maybe our sand crisis is averted thanks to a little bit of coal. That's an interesting little development here. I'll be monitoring this. So far, it's still not completely averted, but I've seen good progress on the silicon production here. Even a little bit of stored already, which is nice. All right. Oh no, these guys are really struggling, huh? I should have been babysitting them a little more carefully, or rather making the mining a little wider. I was a little bit trying to kind of save time to mine as little as possible, but it turned out to be not a best thing to do. Hopefully they're gonna reach it. We might not be able to reach it in time. We have 1 more hour, and because of those hiccups, I might need more time, but we'll see. I'm running on 3x speed, so... Alright, these guys are done with this. Alright. What else I can be mining here? I think I can be mining maybe this. Alright. Which one? I have few mining crews. This is like a smaller mining crew. They can be... I just need to fill up all those holes. So I'm just hoping to mine a few things. This one is blocked by rock and we have not enough trucks to help us out with that. That's alright. Why is the gold not working, I wonder? Oh, because of sand, of course. Oh, we actually used up all our coal, interestingly enough. I have a little row of charcoal makers. Right, silicon is low, gold is high. It's all good. Sand is low. But I can also do... I think the solar cells are kind of recovering. But still not fast enough. I could also start mining a little bit of coal. Right here. To... You know, to help this crisis to stabilize. I'm not sure if it's a... Not a long-term solution, but short-term. I can assign... I actually removed all the coal sorting and processing here. I would have to do mine tower. Maybe it's just here. Sorting plant. And storage for coal. This will be coal, rock, dirt. Where else can they find here? I'm not sure. Compost and maybe some waste. The coal. Go here. Then I can take a few excavators from... What is this crew doing? Oh yeah, this is way too many. Maybe 3. I usually keep 2 trucks per excavator, so it's easy math while doing these things. Just to help out the coal, potentially to... I want to be on the safe side, you know. I don't want to be... I'm still not sure with this self-sustaining settlement with the contracts. I'm not sure, right? Like, which contracts is the limiting one? Now it looks like it's a sand, so I'm be rather cautious and get extra coal. Yeah, when the ships arrive, it's all saturated, but we are keep processing faster than the ships keep arriving. Yeah, you don't have not enough solar cells. Barely, though. It's barely, yeah. Yep, that's not a ship. And how about coal? Yeah, the thing is, sand is also important for other things, like our... like here, right? We need sand for the filter media. Or no, we don't. Oh, that's good. I changed it to use gravel and manufactured sand. Oh, that's good. So we only need rocks here. That's a relief. You do not need sand for the water purification here. Why are all these trucks here? They don't know, oh, what to do with iron ore. Interesting. You guys might need to use the sorter, I guess. This one is locked. There's not enough coal. I do have enough wood, though. I wonder if I should extend these. This is 10. This is already 10, huh? That's quite a lot. So it's making 75 coal. Yeah, that's why I switched from, because it's basically 75 sand, right? Which is not as much, honestly. I wonder if I just do this. Would that work? Is there any better way how to get there? Maybe if the water was not in a way. And reconnect the water. Just to have extra capacity, right? All right. We'll see if this helps a little bit with this coal shortage. Excavators are... Where are excavators? Oh, they're driving. Yeah, they're super slow. Takes ages to drive here. What about these guys? Are they mining again? Oh yeah. They're mining again. Yeah, I'm really hoping to finish it up, dump all this. They actually already reached the bottom. Lots of... You wouldn't be able to tell, huh? There was a big coal mine. Now it's all leveled up. I can then concrete it up to make nice surface, and that's it. Very nice. Yeah, they're all waiting for the iron ore because iron ore is slowing them down. That's all right. All right. So I was talking last time about the overflow for sugarcane. We can test it out later. I'm hoping it's going to work, but we should test it out before kind of leaving this factory run forever. I've also done more ammonia because I've noticed that my ammonia storage was getting low, but not extremely low. I would still like to build this as a kind of backup ammonia thing, because we're using ammonia for fertilizer, and at this point we depend on fertilizer. If we run out of fertilizer, we are not going to produce enough food. So this is just an extra, ammonia production with hydrogen, nitrogen. Both hydrogen and nitrogen are pretty much free. Hydrogen is from FBRs, nitrogen is from air. Extra oxygen gets fed into the system anyway, so we're not wasting anything here, actually. It's quite nice. I just want to see that the ammonia is properly piped. Right, we are using ammonia here, and we need 12 ammonia per machine, and we have 6 machines, so we need 9, and that's exactly what we have here. So in the worst case, when ammonia is not coming from our sour water, which we might not have any sour water to process, right? It's not guaranteed. We will all be sufficient on ammonia. That was the reason for this. So we have canola overflow, we have sugar overflow, we have backup ammonia. I'm kind of getting ready for, letting this run, overnight. And hopefully nothing bad happens. One more thing I've done here, which I've been planning for the longest time, is the backup diesel generators. And the reason I want to have backup diesel generators is I would really love to remove this, because sometimes I'm thinking I might need to scale steel up. Sometimes steel is running low when we are building a lot. And this is a kind of eyesore here. It's an old coal power plant. Now even it's empty of no coal. So if I wanted to run it, I can't even run it now. So it's not even emergency pickup at this point because we ran out of coal. And a diesel, I think, is a little easier. You don't need water or coal for running. You just need diesel. Diesel can be stored up very, very easily and efficiently. You know, it takes 18 diesel to make 5 megawatts, which is not a bad deal. I've also put exhaust scrubbers for a good manner, but it's, you know, when you are running emergency, it shouldn't be that important. So we are not doing good at Unity because we are, I think, not having the consumer electronics, but I still think we can afford 300 Unity to be spent on this, just to see how it looks like when it's built. Huh? We can't quick deliver this. Oh, we are out of construction material. That's a new one. Also, I wanted to process and store up more diesel because I would like to finish up the crater. Right, we are currently not using any diesel. I was like, hey, I really want this 120,000 diesel to be gone. Sorry, crude oil, rather. So once this is gone, we can remove this whole pipe and everything and do something with the crater. That's another reason why I would like to kind of store some diesel up for this. So here, I would like to make it, production would be P14, maybe very low. Very low priority. So this will only kick up when we truly need something and we have no other energy source. I've already seen these guys running for a little bit because before we switch the... Yeah, I can see a little bit of sulfur coming in. Looks great. The sulfur storage, you know, for the extra sulfur we produce. And now we're going to store up this, and we can put another alert because we don't have enough alerts, right? We can say maybe if this storage is getting less than 25%, then we are in trouble. But then we have 3 more storages to go. Yep, so we will refine more diesel for this, which is totally fine. And it's fairly, you know, it's cost some maintenance, cost some people, but I think at our scale, I would take that cost for the safety margin that we're gonna getting from this. So thanks to this, I'm feeling quite happy about just removing all this and be done with it forever. This can be all removed. This was coal for our bricks. Bricks are kind of done as well, but I'll keep them there. This water also unused. We don't even have Unity to remove it. Oh no. Never mind. Water for bricks. We still need those 2 turbines because we are using them for... Yeah, there's some steam from the arc furnaces, right? So I'll keep this little setup here. I think we can do pipe just like that. And reconcrete everything. And maybe off stream I can clean this up, you know, make sure we have space for extra steel expansion and all that. This is no longer need to be... I wonder how many turbines we need. We might not need... actually, we might need 2 turbines. This is 48. This is 6. There will be 8. Oh yeah, we need actually both of them. And we need space for, we have space for 2 more furnaces. Mark is saying if they were using alerts in the game, they'll be off all the time. It's true. Sometimes you get overwhelmed with alerts. I agree. It depends. I think it would be great if we could have multiple levels of alerts, because some of the storages are kind of like, it's slow, be careful, but it's not kind of important. But some storages are extremely important, right? For example, I was mentioning the storage with my with this, right? With Electronics 3. Like, if this is low, I'm in big trouble. Like, this could end the game, literally. When I run out of maintenance 3, that would be game-ending mistake. So that I would love to set up kind of like a, black alert, red alert. Like, if this is going off, I want to be notified and be bothered, because that's important. So maybe we could add maybe a custom level of maybe like, 2 or 3 levels, kind of like, like a normal level. It's like, okay, be careful. Then warning level, like this might be getting serious, and then maybe red level of like, this is really serious. It'd be a nice addition to be able to not be overwhelmed by alerts. Basically, you can hide all the lower alerts when something is going really off. I think this was also something I was watching some documentary, like when you have a nuclear power plant kind of control desk, when something goes wrong and lots of things are beeping and blinking and stuff, then the operators can be overwhelmed and not realize what's the worst thing happening and might not be able to react because kind of a fatigue, of alert fatigue. So that's definitely could happen here, alert fatigue. When I have constantly 9 alerts here shining, I'm not gonna pay attention to any of them, right? Which is totally a real deal. So definitely, I would also want to, for example, not display those alerts if possible. Sometimes they're not as important because just, sure, the sorting plant is not, can maybe reject single loads or something. Yeah, so they can go dump directly. Things like that. Oh yeah, custom colors. John is suggesting. That'd be interesting. Custom colors. Either custom colors or having, maybe a couple predefined levels would be fine enough as well, I think. Custom colors could be interesting. Yeah, I haven't thought about that. Or maybe selection, like we have a selection for the surfaces, right? You can select painting with, a bunch of colors. Maybe we can have a similar palette to alerts, so you can set up custom colors, custom icons even, right? Could be something as well. Oh my god, my rock ship. I want to pause it. I still haven't switched to hydrogen though. I wonder why not. I think it needs to depart. This is to be unpaused for that? I'm not sure actually. Maybe it has to be emptied out. Then the ship will depart and change the fuel. We'll see. Then I can pause these guys. Hopefully it will return with hydrogen and then I can pause it. Currently I do not wish to import any rock. Haystorm on Twitch is asking why not to add more priority levels to balancers, and the reason is technically it's actually quite complicated to implement the priority levels. Currently we have basically 2 levels, no priority and yes priority, and even that is complicated. And the reason why it's complicated is that different transports have different throughputs, and we want to eliminate leakage of products. So the thing is, the products coming, if you have a balancer like this and you have certain priorities, the products are coming kind of discretely. They're not coming continuously. So every couple ticks, a bunch of products showed up. And you have to make sure that they You get prioritized properly. And the only way how to prioritize this properly is to have a buffer, an extra buffer, to kind of be able to kind of, when products coming, you accept them and wait if the priority outputs have space. And for every priority level, you need to kind of have extra buffers. So if we allowed 5 priority levels for this, we would have to 5x the buffers, and suddenly it would become a storage. And unfortunately, there is no easy way how to get rid of it when you want to kind of simulate it the way we are simulating it, with proper levels and proper leak and behavior to not leak any products when not necessary. By leaking, I mean kind of put them in lower priority than you have. So it's complicated, actually, surprisingly complicated. And if somebody wants to take this as a challenge, if they think, hey, what you're saying doesn't make sense, let me do it. You can make a mod, try to make a mod and try to make it work here properly. And I think it's quite complex to make it work well and work. For example, we have a delay. So if when products come in on the one side, they're not going to be instantly teleported to the other side, right? If you remove the delay, suddenly things become much easier. But then you could make basically a chain of U-shaped balancers to have a super fast conveyor belt, because they're going to be teleported instantly to the other side. So it depends. Maybe we can relax this and say, okay, we don't care about delay, and we would rather instead have multiple priority levels. That's certainly something we could do to consider. But it's we have delays and those things baked into all entities to kind of make it work as expected, and this would break it. So I'm not sure what's the best option here. Initially, we are trying to be quite thorough with the simulation, but sometimes we can relax it and say, okay, this is maybe unnecessary complexity. We can make it simpler, and then it allows us to do more things. So possible. We have to, but it's not simple to do. That's why we haven't done it, just because we didn't want to. I looked into it and it was just too complicated, unnecessary complication. Which instead of me, sitting 2 weeks in balancer levels, I would rather sit 2 weeks in solving trains and doing more new machines and things like that. So it's always as I always mention on those streams, it's always a work priority. We can always work on something, but we love to please as many players as possible. So priority balancer with multi priorities would please 10% of players, maybe, or 5% of players. New feature, new machine would please all the players or half of the players. So maybe better spend time there. Unfortunately, we are a small team that we do have to very highly prioritize the features. We cannot just do everything we want, unfortunately. Too much dirt. Yeah, I think our logistics is totally overwhelmed. Yeah, and lots of trucks are stuck with 1 iron ore, because this sorter has too much rock, and there's not enough trucks to dump the rock. Storm on Twitch is asking, what's the aligned game code written in? It's written in C#. It's written in C#. This decision was made very early in the project. First of all, we know C# very well, but second of all, it's very efficient language to write in terms of human efficiency, right? For example, C++, I would call it very inefficient language, where you spend a lot of time doing things, like memory management and pointers and all this, like passing by pointer, passing by reference, and all these decisions we have to constantly think about, and it just slows you down. I would say writing in C++ is 2 to 3x times slower than writing in C#, because C# you don't have to worry about. You just worry about the algorithm, the code, and you don't worry about your memory management and all those kind of things. So, if the game was written in C#, in C++, it would be maybe a little faster, maybe, but it would have half the features. So, we gladly take the performance hit at this point for, faster writing and stuff. We heavily use reflection. We heavily use kind of dynamic typing that C++ doesn't have. So, for example, our saving infrastructure is all kind of dynamically written and generated, and it would be really hard to do this in C++. It's not impossible. Everything is possible, but it would be just time-consuming, right? And debugging is also quite hard. Here we can inspect everything in runtime. Debuggers are very well support it and you can do crazy things during runtime in C#. In C++, you are quite limited. It's much harder to do things. So, and also we end up using Unity, and Unity is C#, kind of C# only. So that's why, of course, you can write native plugins to Unity, but it's easiest to write in C# because Unity is C#. Joseph on YouTube is asking how much throughput is planned for trains, and will they count the vehicle number? That's a great question. So throughput will be great, I think. Definitely more than a bunch of conveyor belts, right? I mean, if you do a train network well, trains will definitely beat a bunch of conveyor belts. Of course, if you have a highway of 8 tier 3 conveyor belts, that's all of throughput, right? Trains, depends how many trains, but adding a 9th belt to the highway would be major pain, and adding one more train to the network would be fairly easy. So the reason why I think train will easily win is the scalability, right? Adding more trains, adding more things is easy, and the train tracks, they have a crazy throughput, right? The amount of trains that can fit through a track would be really, really big. So I don't have numbers now. We were, basically we were balancing on, for example, how much station, like loading of a train should have a throughput. Maybe loading of a train would be equivalent to a tier 2 or tier 3 belt. So the loading of a train would be somewhat limited, but then the train will depart and another train could load. You can have multiple stations, all those kind of things. It should be fairly good. I think you wouldn't be limited too much about throughput, I think. And there could also be upgrades. Maybe you can upgrade the throughput of a station. Similarly, you can upgrade the throughput of a loading of a ship. So it always can be scalable as well. So don't worry about throughput. I think throughput would be great on trains. Definitely, not like a tier 1 belt or tier 2 belt. That would be too few. I think we need higher throughput, or we'll balance it out. We have to still kind of play with it more and see how it feels. The second question was the vehicle number. Trains will currently not count to vehicle numbers. So currently we are kind of maybe taking a little risk and thinking that we will not even put any cap on trains, or at least any hard cap. Maybe we'll have a soft cap in a way that we could have a similar to the vehicle number, we could have a train number, but then it could be increased, without any restrictions, perhaps. I think that would be interesting to try out if that would work. So that's definitely vehicles and trains will have separate counters if they would have counters, right? So either they will have separate counters or they would have no counter at all, and we'll just hope that you will not make too many trains. We are running trains with scalability in mind. So I've spent a lot of time to actually write the Pathfinder for trains and have it work on separate thread to the simulation thread. We already have simulation thread and rendering thread. And for example, vehicles are now part of, vehicle pathfinding is part of the simulation thread. So for example, simulating how machines operate and how conveyor belts are moving, all that is kind of same thread as the vehicles pathfinding. So if you have too many vehicles, you would potentially interfere with the factory and speed of simulation. Trains are taking completely new approach, more complicated approach, but more scalable approach, where they are simulated in separate thread, which means that the simulation of trains pathfinding run concurrent to the rest of the factory, which means we can have more trains, and potentially trains don't slow down simulation unless we have really, really many of them. And if that happens, I'm not sure at what number, hopefully at the number higher than normal person would be comfortable with. Maybe if that happens on 500 trains, then okay, the game will start lagging around 500, sure, or 400 or whatever, 300, who knows. We don't know yet what's going to be the number of trains. Also depends on your network, right? If you have a really big network, long distance between stations, that might affect this number as well. So hopefully we're not going to need a limit. And if we do, there is room for optimizations. We're not writing the most optimal code at the first, because there's a time constraint, so we are kind of making it good enough. And then if we see that players are using a lot of trains and they need more performance, we're gonna optimize it. And I know there's many places where trains can get optimized at this point, but we are just keeping it for later. We have lots of to-dos in code, like a to-do, hey, do this if you need more performance, do that. Definitely, there's a space for that. Yeah, I'm just cutting out the trees here because I need to build my Tomb of Captains. We have 30 more minutes. Excavators, come on. Maybe I can add one more crew here. Let me see. Maybe this crew, actually. Since we are on the top of the hill now, I can add this crew, which is totally clogged down on the iron ore. You guys are not very helpful there. Let's do it here. Yeah. Yeah, this little iron ore kind of make everything slow because iron ore is not being used up. In fact, I'm talking about iron ore. It's actually not the iron ore. It's the rock at this point, interestingly enough. Yeah, I will actually remove sorting station and then remove this manually. Because they want to sort it out because of the iron ore. I don't really care about iron ore at this point too much. Oh, that's a lot of trucks. That's a lot of trucks. Maybe there should be some kind of mass button to mass it out. All right, folks, go mine on top of the hill. Oh, this one doesn't have any designations. All right. I guess you can maybe do here. And we're just gonna keep mining this hill out, I think. Seems like a good idea. Let's remove this hill completely, eventually. Okay, so what I was doing here, I was doing the iron ore trucks. Okay, they had to wait for the excavators to show up. There might be a little gold here. So yeah, I'll see once they get stuck on gold. I'll solve that later. All right. Copa showed up. Yeah, we're live now, as every Saturday. Every Saturday, 10:30 in West Coast time, which I'm not sure what's your time. But same, I'm trying to be very consistent with the time so that people don't need to guess what time is it. It's every Saturday. I mentioned in the beginning of stream I messed up the time at the YouTube. Put it a little earlier. But hey, there's going to be recording, so feel free to watch. We've done lots of interesting things, including our diesel backup, which is now actually filled up with diesel. Look at that. I wonder how much of the diesel of a crater we used up. Nah, nearly nothing. Oh no. How are we gonna deal with this? We need 100,000 crude oil to be removed. But we are no longer using diesel. Can we trade diesel? Oh, we are trading with gold, right? But we're not using much gold either. Yeah, we're not using too much of a gold. Maybe eventually. We've been in a little bit of crisis here, by the way. People coming in, joining in right now. We've been in a sand crisis, and we still are, in fact, in sand crisis. We still have no sand. And no solar panels that we need for sand. And then we have an extra coal for quartz. But turns out we have no coal either. Well, how about our emergency coal crew we set up a little time ago? Yeah, these guys are, of course, they are full of rock. You guys are full of rock. All right, full of rock. Maybe we can make it tier 4 storage. Let's go. Rock, empty. Gonna be coal, empty. Yeah, I think I need a little more trucks to get rid of the rock. I will probably remove a few trucks from here. A few trucks from here. This is my main crew. Oh yeah, we have not enough for sure. We're gonna, because we need more trucks, have to go super far. All right, let's do 3 mega trucks for refueling. Yeah, this refueling station is solely responsible for all of these trucks. I might even need thicker hydrogen pipe here. I feel that this hydrogen pipe is not even enough. This truck even didn't refuel fully. That's so interesting. Is this pipe coming from the tier 3 main? Yes. Totally gonna up it up. Never thought that one fuel station with tier 2 pipe would be not sufficient. I guess they refuel all the trucks and all the excavators. Yeah, that's a lot of fuel. Alright, pipe is collapsing. Of course it is. Please don't collapse. I don't want this to collapse. Alright, this pipe is yeah. Actually, I'm not using it now, so I'm just gonna connect it. Eventually, I'm gonna be very surprised why my fertilizer is not flowing, but I'm not using it now, I think. Yeah, I'm not. I'm using the synthetic one, synthetic fertilizer, which we have plenty of. Do we though? I saw pipe was not full. This pipe is full though. Okay, so it's just this. I think this one should be tier 3 pipe probably. Just to make sure there's enough fertilizer for everyone. Again, we depend on fertilizer very much. Canola oil is getting low as well, interestingly enough. So this storage is actually for the... We still have access, so we're making biodiesel from it. So this one is the one that is important. This one should be always full. Question, why can't you bring flowers to Tomb of Captains? Because conveyor belts are ugly. I guess we haven't... yeah, that Tomb of Captains doesn't have the vehicle ports, vehicle buffers implemented. So you might need to have a little storage right next to it. Yeah, maybe you can add it in a feature request. It wouldn't be too hard to add, but then it's just another complication, I guess. Tomb of Captains was meant to be kind of like just a... No, it's still addition. It's not as a big feature in the game. But I can see that you would not like to have conveyor belts around the tomb and storages. I can see that. So I'll note it down. I will not promise much because that's a very niche thing, but it's also not that hard to fix, or not fix, but like add another buffer, which is vehicle buffer there in the code. Not terrible. Maybe it could be a little starting task for some of our new employees We are hiring, by the way. We've been hiring some new people, expanding the team slowly. We don't want to expand too fast because I'll make a little ramp here so trucks can dump the rock. Yeah, scaling up a studio is a little tricky. If you scale too fast, you might have too many people and the payroll is too big, and then you have to close the shop. So we're a little careful. We'll see how the update 3 goes. I think that's going to be our biggest indicator whether we can keep scaling up or not. So keep spreading the word and keep letting us know what to do to make the game better. And I'm out of wood officially because of coal likely taken all my wood. That's right. Oh dear, oh dear. How is my coal mine? Emergency coal. I did not assign it this way. Maybe that was the reason. Yeah, it's too much rock. It is slowly. They decide to mine from this side, which is mostly rock. That's all right. They'll eventually kick in a little bit. All right. Still not enough sand, folks. It's a little. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried that these are already tier 2 robotic assemblers making quite a bit of solar cells, but not enough. Not enough. All right, let's see if we can start building the Tomb of Captains. Oh yeah, it's big. We can't fit it yet. Still need a little bit of this to be mined out. Captain Coco showed up. Coco, you want to say hi to everybody? Oh. Oh. Hello. Boba is looking at their enemy. No, they're friendly. Sometimes Coco is a little too excited and Boba would rather not play. Coco? Hello? It's a ragdoll cat, and interesting thing about ragdoll cats, they're like ragdoll. So you can do whatever you want to them and they just hold and let you do, and then once you're done, they're just gonna walk away. Which is completely opposite to Boba, where Boba, if you try to do something like this, she would be very unhappy and try to, go away immediately. But hello. Okay, you can go now. Hello, hello, more people joining in. We are about to build Tomb of Captains. Very close. Except trucks are, I guess, on the way. Coming in and out the mountain. I think the road I made pretty efficient. I think it was pretty nice to kind of make it. I was initially planning to do retaining walls and those kind of like a nice dump the road, and I was like, you know what, just cut into the mountain, no retaining walls necessary. I think that worked out pretty well. And maybe we can put a gold tiles on it. Actually, that's interesting. One way, I was struggling to get rid of all the crude oil from Crater, so we need to get rid of diesel. And one way of getting rid of diesel is to trade to gold and make like a gold. Maybe we can gold the whole entire top of the hill with the surface, right? Because gold surface, it's 8 gold per tile. Folks, if you ever look at the cost, it's always 1 concrete, 1 steel, 1 iron. Gold is 8. It's 8 times more expensive. And gold is fairly hard to make. So if you ever have too much gold, gold surface is your sink. And in case you're wondering, if you don't have gold surface, that's the supporter edition content. So if you get supporter edition on Steam, you not only support us, you can also waste your gold. That's what a great deal. By the way, it's no better than any other surface in the maintenance reduction for vehicles. So it's not pay to win, really. It's pay to spend more gold. So and it's mostly for supporting, right? It's just like a little bit of a cool thing to do, but it's not meant to change the game in any way, which is on purpose. Yep, we are still missing. I think I've decommissioned our limestone mine last time. I was kind of hoping to finish a mining, but then I decided not to and just close the shop, remove everything. So we no longer mine anything except iron. And iron is the last one that I want to mine. And the reason I want to mine it is because I want to remove this mountain and make it flat. And for that, I need iron. There's this one iron excavator that's working on it. It's going to work on it for the longest time, probably. The reason I don't have more than one iron excavator is that my factory is not using more than that amount of iron. At least was not before. So that's interesting. Now sand is my biggest issue. And I'm still missing sand. Coal is not coming in to save me. What else we can? We might need to get more quartz, vehicle parts. What else I can? Consumer electronics. Oh man, is this a good deal? Vehicle parts for quartz. I mean, it's just taking a lot of iron and copper and some glass. Lots of iron. Yeah, we're paying with iron, and we are paying with servers for iron. Oh man. I mean, maybe like a backup of a backup. So if there's no coal, we can use vehicle parts. And there's no even space for the port to be constructed here, right? I think I've already checked that. Yeah, there is no space. No space for the ship to depart, I think. Or is it? Wait a second. Yeah, no space to turn around. Yeah, here, I would have to be somewhere here. Or even here. I'm looking at the big green areas kind of sticking out, and here there's 3 of them, and now all 3 are red. Yeah. Too bad. You just need to get coal going, I think. And these trucks are stuck with rock. Okay, reject single roads, I think. I can also assign these. Oh, that's not a good idea, okay. Hopefully there's going to be more coal. There's plenty of coal here, but there's too much rock above. And in order to increase the solar cell production, I would have to... What would I have to do? I would have to probably... Do I need this road? Not necessary. By the way, the roads are only for looks. It's for me to remember not to build anything there, mostly. John saying I should iron ore to fill. Yeah, I could, right? I mean, for some reason, it kind of feels bad to use iron ore to fill holes, even though, you know, we're supposed to be self-sufficient at this point. But yeah, maybe instead of, instead of using all this in our factory, which is going to take another, I don't know how many streams. We could just fill it up. You know, maybe I had to get some courage to set up a dumping of iron ore. But yeah, it's probably a good idea because at this point we really don't care about it. It's just in a way, yeah. Maybe once I mine all the rock around, we can then dump the iron ore in the ocean. Don't worry about it. It's just a different rock, right? It's fine. Yeah, these guys are still struggling to give out iron ore because I didn't set up any sorters there because I don't want to. For certain reasons. All right. Oh, now they have gold. Oh, fantastic. Now I have to sort them because they're starting to mine gold here, which is unfortunate, a little bit unfortunate. So the reason why I don't want to set up the sorter, I mean, there are a bunch of reasons. One of the reasons is that if you set up sorter, then you're going to start sorting even the dirt and rock, which I don't want. It's not completely... it's kind of hard to let them dump everything. So, yeah. All right, let me just do the dirt first, because we need to be able to dump dirt somewhere. And maybe not over there. They're already going there anyway. You guys dump dirt here. Oh, what's going on here? Yeah. Alright, so can we finally place Tomb of Captains? The reason I want to place it early is because it's going to take ages to build, because so much construction material is necessary, especially concrete. Now, which direction? Right, let me remove the mining designation so I can see a little better. Okay, so here's going to be the entrance, right? The grand entrance. And I wonder if the grand entrance should be facing the factory. Probably should, right? Maybe this way. Maybe somewhere here, but we need a little more. Okay, a little more of this rock has to be gone. Okay, give me a few more minutes. We're running 3x speed this time. This is, I think, first stream we are going 3x speed, and it's doing well for now. No big issues except the sand issue, which I really think I need to be a little more serious about the coal mining. Yeah, I was not too serious about it. By being more serious, meaning just actually go mine the freaking coal, right? Stop mining the rock. Which they're still gonna mine a lot of rock on top, but more coal, hopefully. At least this coal mine will help us dump this area for settlement, so we can do it more. Then when this crew is done here, we can continue maybe mining towards this mountain and free up more space for settlement. I was kind of hoping we don't need too much more settlement, but apparently we do. Maybe a few more. I also was talking a few episodes back about making a mod to make bigger vehicle limit. I still haven't given up on it. I have just been a little busy, but I still think I want to try it. Maybe I don't want to promise at this point when, but I still want to try it. So that we can, perhaps once we have done all this Captain of Tombs and be self-sustaining, we can just do some mega mining project, maybe mine the crater even deeper, or do something funny, something interesting to kind of close up the series. But for that I would need more vehicles probably. I mean, I could certainly save a lot of vehicles by conveying all the stuff to the settlement. It's I can't even imagine how much of a truck time was spent by just moving everything all the way here. Even maybe moving the buildings from here to the front would save, I don't know, 10% of the travel time potentially. Should we do that? Maybe we should, right? How many types of food we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 types of food. And we need, just let me move it. We need potatoes the most. Then we need corn or veggies. Yeah, veggies. Treats? Are they eating that much treats? Who is allowing that to happen? Interesting, they're just eating so many chips. Must be a little unhealthy. And cakes. Interesting. This doesn't feel right. Is it right? It must be right. I mean, they're eating more chips than potatoes. Oh, these people, I should not allow that. I'm just thinking how many markets for each food I need. And it seems like there is, kind of two big groups. Potato, veggies, and treats would be probably the largest. Then tofu is the least, and bread. Okay, so if I were to put it here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is just for one type, each food once, right? I guess Boba left. Let me remove the cam. Sorry, Fox. Boba needs to eat something, maybe. Yeah. I want 2 markets for each. There would actually not be enough space here, interestingly enough. Do I even have 2 markets for each? For some, right? Yeah. Alright, let's just spam these all the way here. And let's, I would say, oh, we already put bread everywhere. Nice. I would say let's put 2 markets for the ones that need the most. So let's put potatoes. Okay, I probably should copy paste the no food everywhere. Oh, that did not work. Interesting. Is that not working? Oh, interesting. So you can't copy paste nothing. Good to know. Maybe that's a unintended feature. I think I should be able to copy paste nothing. All right. Well, that's something to potentially fix. So there'll be potatoes. Then veggies. Oops, that will be veggie. And I think I need 2 for veggie as well. I have 2 potatoes, 2 veggies, 2 snacks for sure. 2 snacks. Yes, and then I'd say 2 fruit. That's that. And then what else we have in high need? I guess it's actually cakes. 2 cakes. Where was my cake? Cake store right next to fruit store. Makes sense. Cake. Let's do cake. Fruits we have. Potato, maybe corn. I would do 2 corn. All right. And then we are missing sausage, egg, tofu, and bread. So maybe I can still do 2 for sausage. It's 2 for sausage. Then the next one is egg. I can do 2 for eggs. Can do 2 for everything. No, I had to have 1 and 1 right now. So one's gonna be. Its remaining is bread and tofu. Is that right? All right. So we have tofu, bread, egg, sausage, corn, cake. Do we have meat? Did I forget meat? I think I forgot meat. Yeah, so instead of 2 eggs, I'm gonna have eggs and meat. Yeah, you're right. Why not 1 market for 2 foods? Just extra storage. It doesn't matter if it's sausage and meat or 2 meat, 2 sausage. I just want extra storage. Each slot has 400 storage, basically. What I could also do, instead of doing this multiple markets, I could do 1 market and then use the storage like a separate storage. But then I would have to build a row of storages here. I don't have space for that at this point. So I'm just going to do this. Just to reduce the travel time a little bit. Not too much, honestly. I'll wait until some trucks will bring up the food and then I'm going to destroy the ones on the other side. In the meantime, do we have any coal here? A little bit. Okay, sorter is sorting. Yeah, I'm feeling that we might need to have a second backup for the quartz. And that would be vehicle parts. So we have... We have just 1 machine though. That's not going to make any difference, honestly. It's 6. Yeah. I'll take it back. We don't have enough production for vehicle parts to make a reasonable backup out of them. What are you guys doing? Mining? There might be some trucks stuck with gold. Yeah, and iron ore, okay. Not sure where did you guys get iron ore, but the gold ones are free. I don't want to set up a sorter again. Sorry. Easier to do it this way. It's just a little bit of gold here, not too much. Not worth setting up the sorting infrastructure. This is gonna get mined, hopefully. Oh, this guy's stuck. All right. Yeah, sometimes those dumping trucks will get stuck. That's all right. We have a nice green area here as well. Look at that. Sometimes I messed up the designations a little bit, so it's not completely a green area. We can re-excavate if we need more farms. That's my kind of hope, to make a big green area here to keep expanding the farm to this entire area. So eventually it's going to be all green, hopefully. The thing is, I think you can build a farm on this. Yeah. On this, ooh, maybe that's too much. Yeah, this 1 row is okay. A little bit of rock is okay, but this is too much. All right, so now we have coal, actually. Now we need to find a... Okay, now we have not enough unity for... What's going on here? Water. That's interesting. Why would be not enough water in settlement? I think it's not water, it's because we don't have household goods, household appliances, and consumer electronics. So the bonus is not active. Interesting. Yeah, our logistics is totally swarmed. These are our new stores. They're all filled up though, which is nice. I will actually remove all of these now. Yep. It might help, not much, right? Maybe, as I said, 10% of the travel distance might be saved. Still not enough space to build it here. You have all gold? Iron ore. Where did you get iron ore from? Oh, from here. Oh, I see. These guys are getting iron ore, which are getting a little stuck here. It's alright. We'll manage. Alright, so now we can maybe build the first Tomb of Captain. Yes. I think I'm gonna do something like this. I have never built this before, by the way. This is my first time ever. I mean, I placed it, in cheat mode. I can just place it and it appeared. But this is my first time building it, the hard way. There's a little bump here. Oh, is it actually a little dip? Oh, something is here. Oh yeah, there's a little bit dip probably. It's probably fine. Just a little glitch on the grid. Okay, so if I do something like this, would that work? Okay, so in a worst case, excavators and dump trucks can go in front, can go all the way around. The tricky thing is where the ports go. I think the ports are on the back. Are they? Or on the side? I forgot. Are they not on the front, right? This is the front. Maybe you'll get surprised by the ports. I think they're on the back eventually. Alright, let's commence construction. And actually, we need to build this first layer. Even though it's 3,000 concrete, we have 9,000 concrete though. However, concrete will use rock, not sand. Actually, that's good. That's fantastic. And the reason why it's fantastic is we will use rock in the concrete production. Oh yeah, concrete got totally annihilated here on the storage. Which is great, because now we're going to use rock, and the rock is being conveyed. And it's, I think, shorter trip to place it here than somewhere else. Actually, maybe not. Anyhow, it's great to use some rock. That's what I'm trying to say here. The rock ship is paused. All right. I think sorting plant is full of rock, of course. Still not enough silicon, enough electronics. Ooh. Not ideal, to be honest. But we are actually recovering electronics 3, which is... it's good. Vehicle supplies are fine. What are these trucks going for? Oh, I see. There's lots of stuff in yeah, lots of stuff in the shipyard now. I guess they're getting the food from there. That's fine, because we destroyed the markets. This is our biomass collected from the settlement. That's nice. Yeah, let's see if we can actually build. We have not too much time left. Maybe I can go a little bit over time to see if we can construct few levels. By the way, this takes multiple stages, right? This is not it. This is just the first stage, and it's gonna take a while to construct it. But I was hoping to, do progress on stream. I don't wanna Just build the whole thing off stream. That would be kind of lame. But it takes lots of materials, so it takes lots of time. This time is usually proportional to materials, by the way. That's why certain buildings are faster, certain are slower, depending on how many materials you are asked to deliver. More quartz delivery. Or yeah, more quartz. Nice. Some coal being delivered as well. That's good to see. Yeah, we might have enough coal to actually fill the ship again. This yeah, definitely sand was something I underestimated the most. I was kind of thinking maybe iron ore or copper ore would be hard because I'm using, you know, lab supplies. I actually scaled up the lab equipment manufacturing since last time. I've made it, I doubled it up basically. I have now 4 machines making lab supplies, which as you can see, they are actually not completely working because I have not enough mechanical parts. Why is that? Mechanical parts out of... Oh, there is enough. So maybe the belt is just not enough. That's interesting. Yep, I think this belt is just not enough. And potentially this belt is not enough either. Yeah, I guess the maintenance is eating up all the mechanical supplies. Mechanical parts. Not delivering enough. So that should be fixed now. Oh, even here, right? Because I doubled it up, but each one it takes 48. Not even one belt is enough to satisfy. Oh, that was a big underestimation on my part. Even electronics actually needs tier 2 belt, which is quite interesting. Let me upgrade that then. I hope we're not gonna run out. That would be... I'm feeling I need to scale the steel and put more mechanical parts here. I have a feeling that that needs to be done. Because those labs are eating... Basically 2 of these machines is one lab, one of the lab supplies equivalent. So I'm having feeling that this needs to be done and steel needs to be... Yeah, I can do all these. Yep. Then maybe a few of these as well. We'll see. We'll see next time. Good thing I have removed the old power plant, so scaling that would be fairly easy. Well, all right, we are running a little bit over time. Thanks for sticking with me a little longer. We managed to build the first level, which is one. I think there's 5 of them. Oh, these guys are done. Oh, interesting. All right. Well, there you go. We finished. I can maybe go back to 2x speed. I think this is a great place to end it for now. We have flattened this mountain. Get ready for the captain's tomb. There is a stage 1 ready, and I'll keep the stage 2, 3, and 4, and I'm not sure how many stages there are for the next time. So there's gonna be a next time. I was kind of thinking maybe if we can finish everything now, there might be no more streams. But let's finish it up and let's see what else we can do. Perhaps with the extended vehicle limit that I can mod it out in the game, mod it in the game rather. So yeah, this is gonna be for today. Thanks again for joining me. And next week, hopefully, we'll continue with this construction and hopefully get it done. And hopefully we'll get more sand. We'll see about that. I'm Captain Marek, and I'm signing out. See you. Bye.